be in danger of losing your spot in second place, anong balak niyong gawin sa laban today para siguradong manalo kayo against NU?
First of all, mag-focus po kami sa game namin kasi yung last 2 games namin hindi po kami nakapag-focus talaga kasi gawa po nung sa mga exams, ganun po. So, more focus na lang po ngayon.
Well, during the games, paano mo naman tinutulungan yung team and how do you manage to support Aiza Maizo inside the court?
Pag nasa loob ng court po, chini-cheer ko po silang lahat. Yung, go, kaya natin yan. Hindi tayo, susuko. Puso lang, yun.
Thank you very much. Once again, that was Mike Ortiz from the UST Tigresses.
Well, they did look like they were out of focus in their last 2 games. The loss against LaSalle. Medyo maintindihan mo pa yan because LaSalle is number 1, but the 3-set loss against Ateneo, as we mentioned, that was the painful one for the UST Tigresses. Now let's talk about NU. After that, well, even before that, they've been surging, they've been competing, they've been challenging, and they've been winning. And NU is right there in the mix, challenging for number 4. Only Ateneo, because they won today, is half a game ahead. They're coming off a win against the UP Lady Maroons.
Well, looking at NU, you can see that they're peaking at the right time. So it must be Coach Francis Vicente's program, or the girls are really playing with high morale. Well, in that game against UP, NU started on fire. As you will see the scores in that game. On your screens also, of course, Nepomuceno is really an improved player, while ito nga, yung NU and UP game, they started on fire with 2 straight sets. Biglang extinguished by UP in the 3rd set. But again, with that new attitude that NU is bringing, they were able to regain back composure and was able to win that game, closing it in 4 sets. And also, NU, look at their spikes, blocks, serves. They're really improving in all departments.
Yes.
So something really to watch out for if you were the opposing team.
Yeah.
So kailangan medyo sinescout na rin tong NU because they are just getting better and better every game.
And that girl you saw on your screens, Maricar Nepomuceno, is somebody that I'm sure they're very much scouting and somebody to look forward to if you're watching this game for the very first time. You'll watch her play and you'll see what we mean. You know, that 3rd set in that NU-UP game was more of really a sign of where NU is still. Na meron talagang konti pang lack of focus at certain times.
Maturity.
Kumpiyansa after 2 sets na nanalo. So they lost that one, but they pulled it off after 4 sets. Nico Ramos this time, if Ortiz needs to support Aiza Maizo dun sa first game, dito naman sa NU, nagkaroon na ng support. Ito si Mervic Mangi, si Beck Mangi, and she sat down or had the interview with Nico Ramos. Go ahead, Nico.
Mervic, NU has been playing well, better as of late itong mga past few games. Sa tingin mo, ano yung biggest reason kung bakit gano'n?
Like, for example, yung mga sports moderator namin, sinasabi nila na kami yung image ng NU, kaya kailangan maganda yung ipakita namin para sa team.
Now, Final Four, malapit na, just a few games ahead. You guys are playing well. Sa tingin mo, what would it take para matuloy-tuloy yung paglaro niyong magaling at you guys are in better seeding for the Final Four?
Kailangan ko lang i-encourage yung mga ka-teammate ko na gawin pa namin yung best namin para sa team. Tsaka para maipakita namin na, ma-improve namin na mali sila, tama kami na, eto na kami.
So will this be the season that they prove everybody wrong? That's Mervic Mangi from NU.
Thank you very much, Nico Ramos. NU versus UST. A few minutes from now, before we get to protocol. Well, ayun yung sabi ni Beck Mangi, sila na raw ang image ng NU. Parang they're becoming frontliners. You know that usually it's the basketball team. Alam mo naman yun, Mosey, na nagiging parang frontliners ng isang sporting program.
Flagship storm.
Ngayon, ang sinabi sa kanila, sila na raw.
Why?
Benchmark. And in fairness to them, even their basketball team has improved, but this NU team has a better chance of getting into the Final Four. When you just talk about this year's competitions, alam naman natin nangyari dun sa basketball, they didn't get there. They were a little bit short.
They won a lot of games.
Correct. Ito may pag-asa talaga. It's not far chance, and I'm sure
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ateneo,
Kumbaga, it's getting to be clearer now na pwede
I'm
to
sure
make it
Ateneo's
top
looking
four.
at them over their shoulder.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, let's listen to our Coliseum partner.
Season 73 UAAP Volleyball Tournament. Officiating this match, first referee Rodrigo Ross, national referee. Our second referee Romulo Reforzado, national referee. And our teams playing today, first, currently celebrating their quadricentennial 400th year anniversary. Here are the defending champions, UST Tigresses. Versus this year's most improved team, the National University Lady Bulldogs.
Let's explain what happened off the court so that magkaroon ng konting clarification. We've been talking about it for a week now, that today was a
Let's meet
celebration
the starters
for
first.
some of the players from the three teams that were involved in. The issue was there were players that played in another tournament while the UAP was going on.
Yeah, that's a real no-no. And I think it's really in the rule book that you cannot claim. But the thing is, yung penalties for doing so is not quite
Clear yet.
So we will wait for that. And then, but for now, actually 4 players got suspended already.
Wala pa tayong official word from the board in terms of the explanation of the penalties. But now the team standings, you saw, nagkaibahan na because of that. And suspended for the rest of the season, Alisa Morel from UE, Lorraine Chua from UP, and Clarice Young and Maria Carmela Garbin from DLSU. Those were the girls who were already splashed all over the newspapers. Nung speculation pa lang siya, nung issue pa lang siya.
And of course, Garbin and you would be familiar faces because they really get to play a lot for Coach Ramil. And I think even Garbin is the second setter for DLSU.
So they forfeit 1 game. And the explanation behind that,
we shall find out when the official statement
obviously
comes in.
walang board member dito dahil kagagaling
na eh. I think they just convened today, right? So,
fresh off the press. So we'll find out the reasons for that. But now, that stands. UE will forfeit. UP also, obviously, dahil ganun din ang mangyayari doon sa mga sets nila, no?
yep. Parang 25-0.
25-0 automatic. While DLSU will forfeit 1 game, but they're still atop of the standings at 7-1.
You know, those scores will prove to be important when it comes to cushion system.
Correct, Mosey.
Pag nagkadikit-dikit yan in the middle, dyan mo yan mararamdaman. You think now na it's nothing, it's irrelevant, but when it comes close, let's say after the second round, that dikit-dikit sila, that will really be important.
Yung margin at yung number of sets that were played. But now, second game, UST versus NU. Mosey, I want to ask you as a player, your experience. You played for UST, and when you were almost beaten, or maybe even beaten by a lower-ranked team, let's say you were seeded by observers, by the whole UAP community, and let's say natalo kayo, a few games after, you come back, you face that team again. I know on the air, on TV, we always say, you have to forget, you have to move on. But as a player, pag nandun ka pa sa court, how do you really feel about that team? Nakalimutan mo na ba talaga? If you do, how do you do that?
Well, you know, it's actually 2 things. It depends on the character of the entire squad. So, you can look at it as nagkaroon ng respeto dun sa kabilang team. Let's say, UST now, they respect NU more. But on the other side, pwede mo ring isipin na babawian ko to.
Motivation.
Oo, it's payback time.
Yan ang ugali mo. No, I'm asking as an athlete. Ikaw.
Supposedly, at UST, we see them that they're that way, di ba?
Yes.
I mean, they really have to back on their attitude and their character, especially going into the game na injured.
Correct.
And we've seen them in so many years that's their, kumbaga, 7th, di ba yung 7, kumbaga 6 guys sa basketball, 6 man sa basketball. Ito yung crowd, yung energy, yan yung tumutulong talaga sa USC, especially in crucial moments.
I wanted to ask you that kasi iba-iba ang responses ng mga players dyan. Yung iba, mangangatog ng konti. Ito na naman sila, pinahirapan tayo nung huli. Pero yung mga katulad mo, the others, they have... Ito yung parang...
payback.
Oo, parang
It's
yung...
an ace for
Itong
Sarah
pagkakataon
Jane
na pawian.
Gonzalez.
Off to a slow start UST, pero naka 2 straight points sila. Let's get a report from Nico Ramos from the NU side.
Boom and Mosey, exactly what you guys are talking about the outlook of UST entering this game. Well, Coach Francis Vicente of NU is expecting, maybe even hoping for UST to come into this game with some extra motivation. Not only because NU pushed them to 5 sets last game, but because of UST's 2-game losing streak. He said, they're still the defending champions, they're still the benchmark, and my team needs a win over UST to gain that confidence we need entering the Final Four. He was all business, and he said his team is as well. He said, we've never given up on any game. That's how we started the season. That's how we intend to end it. Guys?
Thank you very much. You know, on my drive on my way here, I was thinking, if I were playing for NU, and you know, you lost that chance the last time out, that's fine. You learn from that kasi sabi nga na kayo nila Ian, nila Ann, lagi nyo sabihin, those are the experiences that really make you a better player, a better team. And if you're NU, this is what you want to be. UST is the peg. They're the template.
Exactly. Right on the money. Kasi tama si Coach Francis doon. Once they beat UST, that will really help the team a lot. Especially at this point in the tournament. That's what he wants. So it's really something that NU should want. Because there's a lot to gain. On the other hand, UST, I really think that to win this game, they have to close it in 3 sets.
Okay.
Especially
Para
they're playing hurt. I think they will need a quick game, a quick close in this game.
Para wala na rin kumpiyansa ang mabigay sa NU. As we look at this block by Nepomuceno on Aiza Maizo. If you're competitive like a lot of the guys that we know here individually, you want to face the best UST that you can possibly face. Because again, that's what you're trying to do. As Maizo hits with the right hand, let's check in with Stephanie C. from the defending champion side.
Hoping to bounce back and to score its 7th win, the UST Tigresses are determined to show their hunger and desire to grab a back-to-back championship. Coach Shaq expects the girls to get out of their slump as he instructed them to play smart and to execute movement inside the court. He believes that their last 2 losses were caused by the team's inability to give their best due to their lack of focus in the game. This time, however, he wants the team to concentrate, to step up, and to prove themselves. Sabi nga niya, ito na yung chance. Start natin ulit yung panalo. With that in mind, the UST Tigresses will put their heads in the game as they play with pride and play to win. Boom and Mosey.
Thank you very much. That word seems to be uttered a lot in the last 10 minutes. The word focus or lack thereof. Aiza Maizo now playing smart as usual. She got blocked earlier on. She makes the adjustment now.